So create a folder. So I'm using Jupyter Lab. So I call this header, and also change the theme. I noticed that when you're sharing, the white theme seems or looks better.
Okay.
So today we'll be talking about pandas. So as I said earlier in the last week, pandas is a library that was built on top of NumPy. So it's still for data analysis, but to handle data frames. So it's used for manipulating data frames, and it does that very efficiently. As in, pandas have saved my life a lot of times. So so you can use data to you can use pandas to import data from different formats. So you can import CSV, you can import Excel. I think you can connect pandas to your SQL. You can use once you get your data as a data frame, then you can perform a lot of manipulation, a lot of analysis on it, and visualization, and then maybe save it back to the appropriate formats. So we'll start with how to import pandas. So before importing pandas, I also want to import NumPy, because I don't know, my preference, I manipulate or I work with series with NumPy, and then data frame with pandas. So this is how you import NumPy, and then import pandas as PD. So the first lecture will be how to create a new Panda series. So the Panda series is very similar to NumPy array. So it's just taking out just a series of Panda. The difference is that Pandas is like it's like should I say, it's like a dictionary. It has the index and then the value. While NumPy array is just an array. So to create a pandas series, this is how you do it. PD dot series, so capital letter S, and then I'm going to create a series of random variable. So np dot random. So this way I'm borrowing some numpy classes dot rand. So I'm going to generate 5 random variables. Check it out. So this is a panda series. So it has its index and then a value. So this is how to create a random. This is how to create a panda series. So in case you have a numpy or you have a list of let me say a list of age, and you want to create age is equals to 1, 2, 3. I want to create it into a panda series. Let me try this. Hopefully it works. Age. Awesome, it works. So you're converting this list to a panda series. So after that, I'll show you how to create a panda series. But now remember, here you did not create the index. It automatically populates this index. So it starts with a zero index. But if you have your own index, you can do that by passing in an index argument while you're creating your panda series. So this is like the very basics of pandas. Hope we have more time to explore these deeper concepts. So we have index. So this way you're passing your index, passing the index as an array. So index A, B, C, D. I think I'll have issues with this because it's supposed to be a string. Yeah, it's supposed to be a string, not A B C D and E. So it should match because you're creating five variables, so you should have an index for five variables. So if you run this, you see your index A B C D E and then the value. So it makes sense. Like if you want to create an age, let's make it look more real. So we have age of three random people. Let's say 23, 25, and then 27. And let me say for different names, um, random names, Amazing, Paul, and Solomon. Let me say okay. So if you run it, you see you've created a name more like a dictionary. So you can call. Oh, I didn't save that to a variable. You save that to a variable. So if you want to assign that to a variable, you pass it in a variable list like this. So if you call your ages, it gives you the name. So cool. So you can also create your panda series from a dictionary. So you pass in let me see the data, the same data, or let me call the data age, so I'll be consistent. So age, but we'll give it different names and different value, or the same name, different values. So we'll call it amazing. So let's give amazing 18. No, 18. Paul. Let's say Paul is an old man. Let's give him 45. Okay. Make it consistent. Let's say okay is the grandfather. So you have your ages dictionary, so you can check that out. Now to convert it to a panda series is easy. Pd dot series and data. Series. Oh sorry, I call it ages, not data. So ages. So it gives you the same thing, but with your new data. So I think there's let's not waste too much time in series because you'll be using series but not that much. So let's go to data frames.
Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Okay,
Solomon.
what's up?
Hello.
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
the time was it? Yeah, the time was it 40 minutes or 30?
Yeah, it's 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes.
Uh, and like I saw 5 to 5:30.
Okay,
If I'm
okay.
not seeing 2 minutes, that's why I was.
Okay. No, it's 40 minutes. We're using Zoom free time limit, so it's 40 minutes,
Okay.
right? So data frames are two-dimensional data structure with columns that could be of different data types. So this is like one dimension. Over here, having two dimensions. So yeah, it's similar to this, but you can be having different columns with different data types. So let me just give an example. So if you have an example of data, which is equal to some series of now let's go to ages. No, let's start with names. Name. Let me make it simpler. Name. So we have a name of a list. So the same amazing Paul. Okay, and Susan. So this is the first column. So you can create another column. Age, age, consistent. So you can keep the age of 18, 19, 17, 16. These are just random variables. What other item one get from them? Let's say their favorite color. Let's say their favorite color. Oh yeah, British America. So let's pick. Amazing. What's your favorite color? Let me guess. Blue,
I think it's white.
black,
White.
white. All right, white. Paul, what about you?
Hello.
Hey, what's a
Yeah, you
what's a
can try green.
green? Uh,
Yeah.
you like oh, you like money? I forgot. Accounting guy. Let me pick for K. Let me pick blue. I assume it's a Chelsea fan. And Susan, let me pick purple. So cool. Now we have three different columns, and this is still this is still an object. So it's still a dictionary. Now to convert this to a data frame, it's the same thing. So PD, when instead of using series, you use data frame or capital letter F, data frame, and then you pass in the data. So you see you've created a data frame with different columns. And the same way, while you're creating this, you can also pass the index over here to change the index of your data frame. So you can also create a data frame from two Pandas series. So let's assume that you're having it's similar to this. So instead of you passing your list, let me just copy the stuff. So instead of you passing your list, you can pass a data series. So same way you create data series with this. So I'll take off this and then write your pd.series and over here copy the syntax. Come here. The same way it's gonna give you the same thing. So I'm just showing you multiple ways of creating. Oh, Paul was passed. Oh, Paul, what did you do? Um, sorry. I missed that. They should be in their list format inside the pandas. Cool. And now you get your data. It's going to give you a different format. But once you pass it through your data frame, it gives you the same format, the same thing. So you can fetch data from different data sources. So if you have a CSV file, you can get the data from a CSV file. Do you have any CSV file I can play with? Okay, I don't have any CSV file to play with right now, but this is the format you use in getting data from a CSV file. PD, which is your pandas dot read CSV. So the meeting will be ending in the next 5 minutes. So I'll just quickly try to round up here so we can have a little discussion. So pd.read CSV. This is how to get the data from a CSV file. So you pass in the CSV, the path to the CSV, path to CSV dot CSV. So this is how you get your CSV file. For an Excel, this is how you read data from CSV file. But for an Excel file, You can use pd dot read cell, then the same thing pass to Excel file. This will work, but if you have an Excel sheet of an Excel file of multiple sheets, I won't advise you to use this method because this method will pick only the first sheet. So this will be dot xlxs. So to do to get data from the different sheets, you use an Excel engine. So maybe I will start with that from the next class because we're running out of time. So you can Google reading files from Excel with different sheets. Man, like 90% of what you will be doing is Googling. So better get used to it. In Pandas. So read Excel for multiple sheets, combining multiple sheets to say, okay, combining is easy, but reading from is still kind of easy. But I just want to get the syntax right. You pass in the sheet, you pass in the sheet's name. Passing the sheet name as argument. But there's a way you do it without the Excel internet using Excel file. So if you're using Excel file, you can get the sheet names and then run a for loop with the sheet names and get every Excel in its own data frame. So this format is more efficient if you don't know the name of the sheets. If you know the name of the sheets, then you can use this format by passing in the sheet name. All right. So I will run it up here for today. So next week I'll continue from this part. So any question?
I don't have a question then, but I just felt like if you have the notes prepared before teaching, is it better?
Oh, getting the
Or
notes.
I don't know what you have to say concerning.
Oh, getting the notes prepared before teaching.
Yeah, so that you just walk through it so I can cover more ground. But I don't know
I
what
think
Paul have to say concerning it.
I think we'll be faster like that. Yeah, we will be faster like that. Okay, cool. Paul, what's your take?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. So that will be faster.
Yeah. But then when you run it, you won't waste time typing.
Okay. Anyway, you guys are advanced. That's why you're saying I should get a notebook. It's fine. All right. For next class, I'll be using a notebook that I prepared before time. At least we'll cover more
Yeah,
ground.
just with the multiple sheets that you are reading.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Is it that the other sheet will measure as columns or as this
No, when you're reading
as
it,
yeah.
you're creating a data frame for every sheet. So it's a sheet to a
Okay.
data frame.
Okay.
Okay. So all right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be ending the class now. And
Thank you very much.
yeah. So it was actually
Thank you too.
oh, all right. So see you next week Saturday. I'll be sending a newsletter to that effect. And I also embed this video in the newsletter. So all right, have a wonderful weekend.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.